thought I'd show you my glass block that I've done. I've not done it put in vinyl for the pattern here. All I've done is I've cut card using a die cut and basically decorated the glass block like that. I've inserted the lights in. Yes, I've drilled a hole, well my hubby did, because it's quite time consuming to do that, and then just decorated it accordingly. So if you didn't want to use vinyl, it's just as nice using a die cut there. You can't really see sort of like in the day, but it does look quite effective at night. Now for all those people who think glass blocks are too heavy and it's too difficult to do the hole, then I've just was playing around yesterday making here just a box. Keep getting mixed up between my blocks and my boxes today. Right, so all I've done, same principle, is I've just used a box, and it's so much, you can't really see this in the day, but it looks quite pretty at night. So this was just to play around. So what I'm going to do on the next one that I do is I'm going to do like a silhouette, very similar to the glass block that I did. And basically all you're going to need is your box maker. Make a box of your size, so like the antlers of court. Some ordinary grease-proof paper, and that's just that. So that is to hide the light behind it. It just spoils the effect. So that will give you your silhouette. So there's that, and then just some acetate and some card and some white card for the contrast back. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make the box up, and then I'll just show you how I put the lights in. The lights, I've got quite a few of the lights. I've come across these from the pound shop, which are good because they're really quite thin. These are the typical LED lights that you can get, but these ones, again, LED. Make sure that you use LED lights, not the fairy lights, because they get quite warm. So the battery powered LED, and these are quite good. These are from the pound shop. These are quite thin and very bright. So I'm going to be using those, and we'll see how this goes. So join me in this little tutorial. Like I said, I'm just going to make this box up, and I'll show you how I decorate it. Okay, join me in a bit. I'm going to be using this box maker, and I'm going to be using the second lining for the base, and that's going to be the card. And for the lid, again, second lining for the lid. Measurements, I didn't give you any measurements, but basically it's an A4 piece of card, and I just cut the bottom off. I think it's about 3.5 inches. Let's see, and this is basically measures 8.25 inches square. So that's the size of the box that I've made, and I've cut the acetate the same. So there's that, you know, just in case you want to use these measurements. So I'm going to carry on making my box, which you don't need me to show you how. Okay, so what I've done so far is just made the box. I've made the box lid out of quite strong acetate, which I got from Create and Craft. And also I stuck the die shape that I've cut out to the greaseproof paper. I didn't have any white card, so if you've got white card, I suggest you just use white card, but I've just lined the box with some white card inside. So what I'm going to do next is, my box is slightly not square, so it doesn't matter as long as your box lid and your box base are exactly the same size. When you cut them, it doesn't matter. So what I want to do is make sure that I've got mine like that, and I'm going to put I've just marked it where I want a hole, because I want to feed the LED lights through there. So I'm just going to make a hole. I'm using my hole punch. Nothing fancy here, just a little hole punch here. So I'm just going to make a hole as best as I can. I can't be able to get my proper punch out, so this will do. It's just basically nowhere near the gut mark, but you know what I want to achieve on that. Doesn't matter about the sides because I'm gonna decorate them. So that is where I'm going to put the LEDs. I'm using colour glue because it dries clear. So what I want to do next is, like I say, I'm going to put that in there, like that. Like I say, it doesn't matter if it doesn't fit all around nicely because you're going to decorate it, so you're just not going to see that. So I'm going to stick that in. When I come to put the lights in, I'll show you how I've done that. But for now, I'm just going to stick this in and I'll get back to you in a bit. So I've just stuck that in the lid. Make sure it's nice and flat in because you don't want to be seeing any bubbles in it. But like I say, don't worry about if you can see the glue. So what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to put the LED lights in the base of the card. So we'll get the lights. I'm going to do this switched on because I want to actually see where I'm putting them. Just hoping I've got enough sellotape here because I'm going to feed it through and just tape all the lights in. Like so. I've not used these ones before, but I'm sure they'll be fine. Quite bendy. So that's it. Just don't have too much of the wire hanging out because you want to be able to hide that wire. Right, so I'm going to just follow around the box and I'm just going to put a bit of tape just to keep it in place. Just in each corner, just to secure it down. I mean, they are so simple to do. It's up to you how you decorate them, but I mean, you can make them. You can actually make them on Christmas cards. Stick the front of the box on a nice big Christmas card. Even a Valentine's card I was thinking about doing. Putting a nice big heart in and saying, "You light up my life," something like that. So that's my hubby coming in, making me a nice cup of tea. So like I say, just continue putting the lights in. Try and get them even, so you've got like an even glow around, so you haven't got all your lights just stuck in one corner. So I'm going to carry on doing that and then have a sip of my tea and get back to you. Okay, so what I've done is I've just taped all the LED lights into and around the box and shortened the cable because all I want this the control box, the battery pack, is just so that I can stick it to the back, so there's no loads of cable hanging out the back of the card. So really all that's to do now is put your lid on. So that's basically, it will slip over the cable and you're going to secure that to the back, and now all that's left to do now is actually decorate how you want. I mean, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some washi tape in, you know, Christmas. I've got some Christmas washi tape, well, anything that you can find that you would decorate a Christmas tree with. a Christmas card, if you're making a Christmas card up. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to decorate this, and then I'll show you what it actually looks like when I've done. So that's basically it. Quite simple to do, but you can make all kinds of cards with this, and I think it's a really good idea. So join me in a bit and I'll show you how I've decorated this up. Okay then. So I've finished decorating it. Sorry about the lighting here, it's just gone. So all I've done is I've put a ribbon around it and some washi tape and just decorated it as though it was a Christmas card. And there it is. So it looks quite pretty really. And it's easy to do, and it's so much easier than the glass blocks to do. So you could actually make a card out of this. You could actually put this on a nice card, and there it is. So I hope you like that idea, and thanks for joining me then. Bye for now. So I finished decorating it. Sorry about the lighting here, it's just gone. So all I've done is I've put a ribbon around it and some washi tape and just decorated it as though it was a Christmas card. And there it is. So it looks quite pretty really. And it's easy to do, and it's so much easier than the glass blocks to do. So you could actually make a card out of this. You could actually put this on a nice card, and there it is. So I hope you like that idea, and thanks for joining me then. Bye for now.